Welcome, beautiful soul, to the power of Ra, and thank you for watching. This is Atieng, and today I am happy for another day. I'm happy for you and me. Today we are on a very powerful journey to raise our energy on learning about the goddess of order, justice, and balance, Goddess Maat. We're going to find out who is she, what is her job, and why do you need to follow her. The goddess Maat is a goddess of ancient Kemetic religion. She is the goddess of balance, justice, and order. This video is I have done couple of videos on Maat, and this video is the result of the question that was asked by one of the beautiful souls. Her question was, do you follow Maat? She said, I thought you follow Maat. She also said Maat doesn't teach freedom or eternity. And she asked me, what do I really follow? Do I believe in God? Okay. Yeah, that was our question. So in this video, I'm going to talk about Maat. Why do you need to follow her? And also talk on belief. Because this person also asked me, do I believe? What God do I really follow? You see, ancient Egyptian goddess of God and goddesses of creation, principle of creation, from very old religion, and sometimes people don't really understand what are their roles, why they should be followed, and when should you stop to follow them. You see, some people see them as the destination of where you become one with God. What I'm going to tell you in this video is that ancient Egyptian God and goddesses of creation are not the destination where you meet with God. They are not gods. They are the principle of creation. Their job in your spiritual journey is to guide you in the way back to the source. And that exactly the work of Maat. Maat is a goddess of order, balance, and justice. Okay? When we become a seekers who want to go back to the source, we go back to the source through Maat. And Maat has the universal laws. She's about the way you live your life. It's about the way you start your ground, your spiritual ground, to go back to the source. She is not other than meditation. She's not other than self-care. It's about your mind. It's about your consciousness. She is that consciousness that acts in royalty to live a good life, a lifestyle that give you the way to freedom. That what Maat is. And that is why he is a God of balance and justice. He is the way of your life. It works on both. Either you live a good life or you live a bad life. If you live a bad life, then the order of your life is that you live a bad life and you experience bad things. It's not always about that. It is about the way you live your life, whether bad or good. That is what Maat is. When we come to going back to the souls, when we think about the souls as somebody who is practicing to reach your freedom, what do you think the soul is? What is God? God is not other than your soul. God came down in heaven as a soul and entered the physical body in order to experience the world. And the world is the energy from God. It's the same God that manifests into other energy, which is the world. Okay, the difference between the world and God is that the world is the step down energy that is reduced in power. God itself, the high God, has all the power. So God itself, God is an awareness, it's the knowledge, and it's balance. It's a balanced consciousness that don't lack anything. So when God came into this world as a soul, okay, that when we find ourselves falling out of balance, because the world itself is not a balanced consciousness, it's not a balanced energy. It lacks the power, so it's not balanced. Okay, so when soul enter the body, the soul finds himself or herself out of balance, and so the soul will want to go back to the balanced consciousness, which is God. And so to go back to the balance, you need to slowly go back to the balance. When you drive a car, let's say you are driving about 200 speed limit. You cannot stop suddenly while you're still speed on 200 speed limit. You have to slow down until you stop, and it takes time for you to slow down. It's the same thing when you want to leave this world, starting living your life through Maat, living your life in order to reach the balance. Okay, you start from here by those self discipline, and that is what Maat is. So Maat does not teach freedom. She does not teach eternal life, because she's just the way. She's the guardian. Okay, so when you when we start in this world here, our ground is to start with belief, and then later on, when we practice, and we even drop those practices, we don't even practice anymore. Okay, because we have reached the state of balance. The state of balance when we don't need to practice, when we don't need to believe. Because the self do not believe in anything. Self is a God. Your soul is a God. And that is what we call the resurrection. It is self-realization. It's just the knowledge that you acquire through meditation. Okay? It's the knowledge you learn through the journey until you drop all the belief. Because you come to the point when you realize that you don't need to believe in anything. Okay? God do not believe in anything. It's only when you are in this world and you lost the self-awareness, you lost your knowledge, you lost your power, you lost your peace, that when you want to believe in something so that it keeps hope inside you. So when you reach the balance, which is God, when you reach your balance, your stillness, there is nothing that you need to hope for to protect you, because you don't need to be protected. You don't need to be protected. Your peace is your protection. Only the peace that you. And how you reach it through Maat, the goddess of order and justice. Okay, so order is how you put yourself, you put your life in order for you to reach the balance. Okay, so that is what Maat is. Maat is about your consciousness, the conscious that act in justice to reach to realize yourself. Okay, whether you know, whether you don't know, whether you don't believe it, the thing you do with your body, okay, the thing you do with your body to be free from illusory, from the world, is Maat. Okay, so you just need to understand Maat that way. She is about your consciousness. That's what she is. Okay, so and you will drop her later. When you reach your balance, you stop practicing. You don't do practice anymore. You just be you, the self. Okay, I hope you understand this video, and if you have any question, I hope you understand what I have explained about Maat. But if you have any other question, you can leave your question here or under this video, or if you want to share anything about Maat, you can share anything you know about Maat under this video. We are all learning together about the ancient Egyptian god and goddesses of creation. And that is what I know about Maat that I want to share with you. The goddess Maat is about your consciousness. The consciousness that act in justice to put your life in order to reach your balance. The real you. The real you is a balance that does not need anything to be. It's not limit in anything. It's just the balance consciousness. Okay? Enjoy, have peace, and be well. Peace. Don't wake.